Thank you, Alex. How much time do you think you have to make a first impression? How much time do you think you have before an audience makes the decision about you, which is going to define how they receive your message and whether or not you achieve your objective? Diego, you had your hand up.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Who else? Becca?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. That's brutal. Derek?
I'm with Becca. I think before you even get up there, people have decided what they think of me.
Before you get up there?
Before you even get up to the stage.
Okay, well, what would they make that judgment upon?
Look.
Yeah, I suppose everything. My movement from the seat, getting up, how I navigate my way up to the front, whether or not I'm making eye contact with the person who's introducing me.
Okay, good. Research says you have as much as 30 seconds and as little as 5 seconds. I tend to think that the 5 second to 2 second people are right on the money. And I think as communicators, that's the way we need to think. That the instant that people lay eyes on us, the instant they even look at our speech title before they've even seen us, they're going to be processing reactions to us. And those reactions can be based on a myriad of totally subjective, idiosyncratic criteria. Like what? Gender? Race?
Posture,
Posture?
facial expression,
Facial expression?
Age.
Age? Thank you. Absolutely. Perceived sexuality? Dress? Your nose? A host of things that people are going to react to that in many ways make absolutely no sense, but they're still driving people's reaction to you. And they're happening at mostly a subconscious level. People don't even know that this is happening in their minds, but it is defining how they're responding to you. So, given that, what I would like to do with you is to raise your awareness of elements of public speaking that you can employ to make sure that you are putting the odds in your favor, that people are more likely to respond positively to you, regardless of whatever biases they may be bringing to the table. One of the first things, and I think we saw a wonderful example of it today with Alex, is your energy. Didn't you feel her energy? Now, she was talking mostly about her marriage, so when you were speaking, Alex, I just felt you were glowing.
Thank you.
But when people have that aspect to them, it makes you want to hear them. It makes you know that you are going to have a good time. Why? Because the speaker is having a good time. Most of you know that I spent 15 years doing sales presentations for software. In those 15 years, I sold, my demos led to $100 million worth of sales. Prior to that, I had a theater background. So in terms of why should you listen to me, I have a lot of experience standing in front of an audience and communicating. And I'm sure Becca will back me up on this. Oftentimes you have audiences that are challenging, and you have to be able to overcome those challenges. And a lot of that has to do with what's happening in here and what's happening in here. Are you centered on the fact that you have something valuable to say to your audience? And do you like sharing what you're going to talk about? And when you feel that way, and when you're centered on that value, that is going to project itself out to your audience. And you are much more likely to overcome any reservations that they have about you. Anything else? What else? What else can you do? I'll tell you what else you can do. Something that my theater background helped me a lot is to have a good, strong, well-supported speaking voice. And when you can speak with a well-supported speaking voice, you are sending out a message that says, I'm in control, I'm in command, I know what I'm talking about, and you sound authoritative, and people will respond to that. All of us have heard people speak who may be brilliant at what they're doing, but maybe they speak with an unsupported voice and they speak very quietly. Or maybe they speak with a voice that doesn't have the most pleasant tone to it. You want to make sure that when you speak, you sound confident and sure in what you're talking about. That you know that you know your subject, and people will respond to that. Something else that Terry mentioned is posture. It's really easy to just, it makes you feel so relaxed when you just lean back on one foot or rock back and forth. But rather than do that, think about the message that that's sending out. The message that sends out is that, first of all, I really don't care enough to stand up straight. Or it says, you know, I'm kind of nervous. You want to make sure that you have a solid stance and that you stand erect. Now, what happens when you ask a man to stand up straight? Usually, he'll do this. Puffing your chest out is not how you have good posture. We have good posture when it comes from the core. The exercise that I do is to think that I'm a marionette and I've got a string at the top of my head and the string is pulled up so that I pull up from the core. And you can keep that, and then when you're speaking, you're much less likely to do this. You're going to keep everything erect and look strong and solid. What's one other way that you can project, you can make a positive impression? What impresses you? What either turns you off or impresses you when a speaker gets up to speak? How do you respond to them? As Derek said, when you get the first look at them, what's one of the ones that you note, things that you notice? Dress, perhaps? Absolutely. Now, when I first started doing demos, we always had to wear suits. That's changed. Now you can do dressy casual, but you have to look professional. And if you don't, you're going to make a bad first impression. You've just heard 3 things that you can do to make a good first impression. What are they?
Smile.
Smile, yes, show that you're enjoying yourself. What else?
Posture.
Posture.
Strong voice.
Strong voice. Okay, everybody here gets a gold star. There's a lot more that I could talk about from this perspective, but that's all the time that I have. I hope I've helped put you in a position so that next speech you give, you will be able to make a positive first impression. Madam Toastmaster.